Hi, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. Just in case I have to split my book haul into two, this will be for the second part and I hope you enjoy it. I forgot to add on properly, so this is a little bit awkward. The next one I actually got in my Lumacrate box that I got in May, although I didn't actually get to open it until last week, so that's sad. And it is called The Waking Land by Callie Bates. It's actually an arc. I was real baffled at first when I saw it. I was like, wait, this is the cover? Like, this is the cover? That's not a cover, but it's an arc, so I guess they haven't got the official cover yet. I don't actually know when it comes out because it doesn't actually say. This says it is, okay, it's been 14 years since King Antoine took Alana hostage. 14 years since her father's rebellion failed. 14 years spent being raised by the man who condemned her people to misery. Now, 20, Alana is about to be taken prisoner once again. But this time by her father. He wants to reignite his rebellion, this time using Alana as a figurehead. And you know what this kind of reminds me of a little bit? Sin Eater's daughter and stuff. I don't know, I'm rambling, but it sounds good. I like the cover though, even if it's not the real cover, I like the cover. Can you even see? Is it too dark? I hope it's not. It's a bit dark, isn't it? But anyway. That's that one. The next one I got was from the Illuminate box as well as the other arc, and it's Truth or Dare by Non Pratt, and I have trouble finding out where the real front page is because there's two sides and it just reminds me of a replica. It doesn't really say what the book is about because unfortunately there is no info on the back and there is no info on the front. I'm really confused. Why doesn't it say what it's about? Like, literally, like, no info besides the title. Okay, how far will he dare to go? One story, two sides. What truth must she face? One story, two sides. I mean, that's not helpful to me. But, I don't know if I like it. I've never read anything of Non Pratt's before. Next one I got was actually sent from a friend called Bex. Her username, I can't remember it right now, but I will put the link in the description and a little annotation on the screen. And it is Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan. Okay, I'm going to do a brief summary. 17 years ago, an eclipse cloaked the kingdom of Relhok in perpetual darkness, and in the chaos, an evil chancellor murdered the king and queen and seized their throne. Luna, the kingdom's lost princess, has been locked away in a tower in the cursed Black Woods ever since. Luna's survival depends entirely on the world believing she is dead. Okay, that's all I'm going to say because it's a long freaking summary. But yeah, I really like the cover. Goodreads gave it a 3.5 stars, and at this point, if it's got 3.5, it's not going to be that bad because I found that 1-star books that people say like they are crap, I actually enjoy them, and then other ones that get 5 stars, I'm like, what the hell? So 3.5 is a good middle ground. And the next one I got is from Bex, who was giving away books. Well, I want to say give away, but I had to pay postage, so. Is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. This one is, I kind of, I don't know if I regret my choice or not, but I forgot it was about wolves. Should have done my research. I'm an idiot, but yeah. So this is when a local boy is killed by wolves, Grace's small town becomes a place of fear and suspicion. But Grace can't help being fascinated by the pack, and by one yellow-eyed wolf in particular. It's something about him. Something almost human. Yeah, I mean, it's Maggie Stiefvater. I was like, yeah, alright. But to be fair, I have put that book off for years, so. The other one I got is, oh no, this one I got sent from, oh god, if I say her name wrong, I'm gonna be in freaking trouble. I think her name's Zulfa. Anyway, she's on Zulf, yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah. Off Twitter, she we did a trade, but Hexed is by Michelle I'm so bad at names today. It says, basically, Indigo Blackwood is a popular cheerleader with a football star boyfriend and a social circle powerful enough to ruin everyone at school. Who wouldn't want to be her? Then a guy dies right before her eyes, and the dusty old family Bible her mum is freakishly possessive of is stolen. But it's one of frustratingly sexy and stranger named Bishop. I always relate Bishop to like the guy in Morganville Vampires. Enters Indy's world that she learns that her destiny involves a lot more than pom-poms and parties. If she doesn't get the Bible back, every witch on the planet will die. Oh my god! Sounds terrible. this was technically an arc, but obviously it's been out a few years, so it's not an arc anymore. I thought it looked interesting, even if it doesn't get great reviews, I don't care. Next one I got was also before I went away, and that is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. I almost had to look at the name then, I almost forgot. This is the third and final book in the Lara, oh god, To All the Boys I Loved Before series. There wasn't even going to be a third book originally, but then I think enough people said, hey, please do a third book, and then she was like, alright, why not? I was really pleased about that, because I remember meeting her at Girl West last year, and I think I mentioned something about, oh, I wish the series hadn't ended, and she said something vague, but I can't remember what it was now. So now I'm like, oh, it makes sense. She was probably thinking about it at the time, or had written it, I don't know. It looks pretty short, but I guess it's supposed to be very good. Aren't they all though? Everyone says every book is brilliant, and then you're like, nope. So this, I don't want to go into spoilers because I don't want to spoil myself, and so if you haven't read the series, I really suggest you do, because they're really cute and sweet and romantic. The next one I actually got from Tesco's in the little charity section that you just donate a bit and you get, I don't know, but it was a decent copy actually. It is We Are All Made of Molecules by Susan Nielsen. Yeah, I wouldn't normally get this, and this says there are two sides to every story. Stuart is geeky, gifted, but socially clueless. His mum has died and he misses her every day. Aww. Ashley is popular, cool, but her grades stink. Her dad has come out and moved out, but not far enough. Their worlds are about to collide. I won't say anymore because it just gets a bit long-winded, but maybe I'll like it. I don't think it's high on my priority of reading, but it's one I had to haul. Next one I got before I went away and is Who's That Girl by Mary McFarlane. I might have said her name wrong. This one is about Eddie, who thinks she's found the one until he told her he was marrying someone else, and on the day of his wedding he kisses her and life really goes pear-shaped, as one life really kind of would. She's labelled a homewrecker and an outcast, and she gets out of town and she stays with her sister and her father, and then it's very adult contemporary-ish, you know, comedy, romance, heartbreak, I don't know. Right, okay, so this one I haven't read, and it's a classic. It is Emma by Jane Austen, but look at that gorgeous cover. I got this at the Strand, and I was like, I'm having that, I'm having it. It's just so pretty. I also have another copy. Mum got a box set of Jane Austen's books, and so I got that ugly cover. I mean, the box was £2 apparently, so I was like, why not? But at the same time, if only I'd known what the covers were before she bought them. Oh, it's like horrible. Oh, that one's pretty, that one's not. So I'm really hoping I can get the others. Actually, Sainsbury's have a few classics in, like Tale of Two Cities and Pride and Prejudice, with similar kind of nice covers like this, and I'm hoping that I can get those. Hoping. Anyway, so yeah, I've got those two covers. I've never read Emma, so it'll be interesting. I'm kind of going on a classic binge at the moment. Well, no, not at the moment, but I will be eventually. But this one is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I have been after this book for ages. Seriously, looking for this cover for ages, because the UK cover is horrible in my opinion. And yeah, so I saw this in Barnes & Noble, and I asked for it. I couldn't find it first. Just look at that, it's so pretty. And I've heard so many good things about this series. I'm not sure if it's a series, but I've heard good things about the book, and it is about the quiet village, little town, it's a quiet village, but the corrupted wood stands on the border full of malevolent power, and its shadow lies over her life. Her people rely on the cold, driven wizard known only as the Dragon to keep the wood's dark forces at bay, but he demands a terrible price for his assistance. Every 10 years, one young woman must be handed over to serve him without question. Well, that sounds a bit ominous. And of course, to complete the Jane Austen box set, I also have these. Oh fuck. I can't hold all these. Anyway, yeah. Sense and Sensibility. Fuck. Okay. I didn't think about this, did I? Yeah, Northanger Abbey, Persuasion. You don't really need to see the covers. They're all as fugly as the next. And of course, Pride and Prejudice. I already showed you Emma. I'm already going to go into explanations on those because they're all so old. I'm sure so many people know what they are. And the next one I got sent, this is another one that Beck sent me, and it is The Great Hunt by Wendy Keegan. This is about a beast that terrorizes a kingdom. Everyone's scared, and then they try to kill it. And the prize is the hand in marriage of King Loxon's daughter. And basically, apparently it's good. I've seen some people mention it on Twitter lately, even though it's been out a while. And the next one I got back in, I want to say April. Yes, I remember seeing the receipt in there last time. I opened it. I was like, oh, the receipt. Okay. This one is Geekarella by Ashley Posson. Elle Whittimer sees a cosplay contest sponsored by the producers of Starfield. She has to enter. First prize is an invitation to the Excelsicon cosplay ball and a meet and greet with the actor slated to play Federation Prince Carminda in the reboot. Elle's been scraping together tips from her gig at, that's a really complex summary, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so she gets like involved in the guy who plays the main character and she doesn't, yeah. And the next one I got is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I got it free at the screening of the film. I want to say that it was last year. No, not last year. Last month, the month before. I don't know when it was. Yeah, I've already obviously read this a few times in the past. It's been a while though. I have 2 other copies of Fallen somewhere in the house. I really like the books, but the film, I was actually enjoying the film. But if you've seen it, or if you've read the books and you've seen it, the film, you will hopefully understand what I mean when I say the ending was shit. Really bad. And I would have done a review, but I would just have been ranting about it the whole time, and that would be no fun for anyone. I plan on rereading loads of books soon. I might actually do it sooner than I think. Okay, and another one I actually got was Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, Maureen Johnson and Robin Wasserman. I do actually have the hardback, but I got this one from the publishers. Thank you very much, Walker Books. I was sort of rereading it all, but I only got about halfway because I was like, no, I need to move on to Lady Midnight already, damn it. So these are like novellas, short stories of all about Simon Lewis. I won't go into detail because if you haven't finished or haven't read The Mortal Instruments, kind of gives stuff away. But yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed this so much more than trying to read the Bane Chronicles. And I also got the paperback of Lord of Shadows because I don't have enough copies. Sometimes it feels like that. But yeah, I also have that one too. So I have 3 copies now, and I have yet to read them. I mean, so pretty. I mean, I'm not too keen on those covers because I find the repetitive kind of thing a bit much, but I love that cover. That's it. If you've read any of the books that I've mentioned, please leave a comment down below and tell me what you thought, if you didn't like it, if you did like it.